Football from Yard, the People's Channel.
Greetings, Football from Yard Massive. The path forward for the Reggae Youths has been set in the knockout round of the CONCACAF Under 20 tournament. The Jamaican youngsters will face neighbours Haiti on June 26 at the Olympico Stadium in Honduras' second largest city, San Pedro Sula. If the Jamaican unit is able to overcome the dangerous Haitian team, they will secure a place in the quarterfinals against the winner of the round of 16 match between El Salvador and the Dominican Republic. A win there would result in a place in the semifinals and one of the 4 CONCACAF places available for next year's Under 20 World Cup. The Haitian team is beatable, but it's likely to be a difficult task, and the Jamaican youngsters will have to produce a strong performance. Haiti's strengths are in its midfield and attack. Forward Stevenson Jody is one of the best players in the tournament and will cause problems if the Jamaican defence doesn't keep a close watch on him. Jody runs well into the channels, is quite skillful, and knows how to find space in the box. Last month, representing Haitian club Violet in the Caribbean Club Championship, Jody gave Jamaican clubs Waterhouse and Cavalier a torrid time. Jamaican defenders Luke Badley Morgan, Jaden Anderson, and Romain Blake must be aware of his presence at all times. The Haitian midfield is very dynamic, with the wide attackers often tucking inside to form combinations with Jody and create numerical mismatches. Their deepest midfielder, Wooden Skipierre, forms an effective shield in front of the defence, and a lot of creativity comes from Shad San Milan, who plies his trade in Spain in the Getafe youth system. Jamaican coach Marcel Gale has been utilising more of a possession-oriented midfield that has been a little bit light on the defensive end. The unit did see an improvement in the third group stage match with the addition of Alexander Bicknell. Bicknell provides a solid effort on the defensive end, but for this particular encounter, he could benefit from the addition of a strong tackling midfielder beside him in order to appropriately match the force of the Haitians. The Haitian defense at first appearance looks like a senior team defense. However, the right side of their defense in particular leaves gaps that can be exploited. And when pressed by the opposition, the defenders make the occasional unforced error near their own 18-yard box. If a team is able to break through their defensive lines and get them scrambling, they do have a tendency to lose the trailing runner. Jamaica's giant in attack, Boyce-Clarke, is a challenge physically for any defense in the tournament, but it may be his strike partner Zion Scarlett who finds more success against the Haitians, as he tends to offer more running off the ball. After a rough start to the tournament, the coaching staff got it right in the third and final group stage match. This time they have a few additional days to study their opposition and formulate a game plan that can lead the nation to victory. The Haitians are able to play at a fairly quick tempo, and their midfield in particular doesn't dwell on the ball very long. As coach Marcel Gale is formulating his starting lineup and thinking about which subs to use, he should give preference to those players with the fastest reaction time versus those who tend to dwell on the ball. With all that said, the most important thing for the Jamaican team is to take chances when they get them. The team hasn't fully fired on all cylinders in the final third as yet, but with a little bit more focus, stronger execution, and a bit of fortune, they can secure the 3 points. One thing about the team is they seem united as a group and are willing to fight for each other. Respect once again. Linkage next time.